Chance the Rapper and J. Cole might spit bars about how much they love their wives, but most of the dudes in the game aren't about that life. And today we're breaking down the wildest bars from the most toxic rappers in the industry. You can't talk about toxic rappers without bringing up Future. He's one of the biggest in the game, and he's always been famous for his wild takes on women and relationships. Like on the track My Collection, when he said, "Won't get a response from me, ain't no confessions. Before I tell a lie, won't tell you nothing. Anytime I got you, girl, you my possession. Even if I hit you once, you part of my collection." Or on the track Throwaway, where he said, "I don't want no relations, I just want your facial. Girl, you know you like a pistol, you a throwaway. And if we have a conversation, gotta fuck today." Future and his toxicity have been going viral for years, but he told GQ that everyone has their own definition of what it means and that all of his women have been toxic to him too. It's not just the lyrics that people think are wild though. Future has at least 7 kids with all different women, and in 2020, he went viral again by sending Mother's Day tweets to 6 of his baby mamas. And the next year, he started playing into the whole situation by putting up toxic memes of himself in the middle of a set. Every project he drops is full of toxic bars though. He linked up with The Weeknd for the track Low Life back in 2015 and said, "I've been on the Molly and them Zans with your daughter. If she catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry. If she catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry." But while Future has some of the most disrespectful lines in the game, this next rapper takes being toxic to a new level. Blueface blew up a few years ago with the track Tatiana, but now he's just as famous for his toxic behavior outside the booth. We'll get to that in a second though. Recently, he dropped the track Hello, which has some crazy disrespectful lines. He said, "Close your mouth, open your ears, what you finna do? You ain't gotta go home, but bitch, you ain't staying here. And it's the time of the month, fuck it, put it in her booty hole. Took her to the movies, we didn't even watch the movie though. Better blow the top or kick rocks with your shoes off. Weird ass bitch, trying to suck it with a condom on." Or on the track Daddy, when he rapped, "She called me daddy, I don't even know her mama. And you can't make me come, and you can't come back. I can crack a bitch, and I ain't got no fucking crack. I just want some mouth without the conversation. This ain't no waiting room, baby. Ain't no room for waiting." Blueface has a lot of toxic bars, and his relationship with Krishan Rock proves that it's not just a front. They've been caught on camera having full-on fights in the street. And he wrote, "I'm her daddy now" after knocking her real father out at a family reunion. He even sent shots at his own mom and sister on the track Disrespectful with the bar, "On my mom and my sis. Had to kick my own blood out, they must have forgot I was a Crip." Back in 2019, he kicked him out of his house and his mom and sister ended up trashing his place. His sister even attacked 2 of his ex-girlfriends during the situation, and Blueface decided to air it out instead of fixing the issue. A lot of toxic rappers don't want to own up to it, but it's wild how proud this next dude is about his toxic behavior. Nick Cannon is known for music, movies, and being crazy toxic. He has 12 kids with 6 different women, and he couldn't even name all of his children when he went on the Jason Lee show and forgot his daughter Onyx. He writes plenty of toxic rhymes too, like on the track Alone when he rapped, "Cause I'm still running the streets, I'm still all in the sheets. Having babies, models, and singers and actresses saying they pregnant by me have to pay $10,000 a week." Cannon is getting more heat for being toxic these days, but this isn't new to him though. Back in 2003, he dropped the track Gigolo and said, "Shorty, I only got one night in town, tell me baby where you down? Bushes we won't beat around, bushes we just eat them now. Feeling your machino blouse, 7 jean, black and Lebanese. Head to her knees, please, if you ever need a bastard, remember me." On the same song, he let everyone know how he felt about women around him with the line, "And when we parking lot pimping, they surrounding the car. No, I'm not trying to be your man, pimp bones in my body." A lot of people are dragging him online for being toxic right now, but Cannon obviously doesn't care about their opinions. A few weeks ago, he thanked his exes on Twitter for making his toxic origin story and said that he's happy to be the villain everyone wants him to be. And on his podcast, The Daily Cannon, he proudly admitted to being toxic in his relationships and started singing,
"We toxic than a motherfucker. Toxic, we toxic than a motherfucker."
Nick Cannon even mentioned that he chooses which baby mama's house to sleep at, depending on who called him that day. Cannon might be turning into a toxic supervillain on social media, but he's got nothing on his next rapper. Kanye West is one of the biggest artists in the world, and fans look past his toxic behavior and lyrics for a long time. But now that he's spreading anti-Semitism and shouting out Hitler, everyone's starting to realize how wild he's been the whole time. Like on the track Father Stretch My Hands when he spit the bar, "Now if I fuck this model and she just bleached her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'ma feel like an asshole." He made headlines with another track off The Life of Pablo when he name dropped Taylor Swift on Famous and said, "I feel like me and Taylor Swift might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous." Kanye interrupting her Grammy speech is one of the most famous moments in rap history. and Taylor's fans went crazy when he brought it up on a record like that. He had another wild bar on the same track where he said, "For all the girls that got dick from Kanye West, if you see him in the streets, give him Kanye's best. Why? They mad they ain't famous." And on 30 Hours, Kanye took shots at one of his exes and said, "My ex said she gave me the best years of her life. Seen a recent picture of her, and I guess she was right. Then, cause you was in college complaining about his no jobs, but you were sucking a nigga's dick the whole time. Well, I guess a blowjob's better than no job." Kim Kardashian stuck by him through a lot of toxic drama, but when she finally filed for divorce, people really started paying attention to his behavior. One of the craziest situations was when he sparked a massive beef with Pete Davidson and was so toxic that Davidson reportedly had to get therapy to deal with it. Now Kanye has gone from being toxic to becoming a straight-up Nazi. He lost deals with Adidas, Vogue, Balenciaga, Gap, and more after ranting about Jewish people and causing several instances of hate speech vandalism, harassment, and violence, according to the Anti-Defamation League. He's been wilding out so much that Kim Kardashian says it's gonna damage their kids even more than her having a sex tape. It's a tough call for sure, but Kanye isn't the only superstar in the game who's getting exposed for being toxic. Drake proved just how toxic he can be when he dropped an album with 21 Savage called Her Loss, but he's been dropping crazy lines his whole career. All the way back in 2011, he dropped the track Hate Sleeping Alone and said, "I was in love 2 years ago and gave the baggage to my ex. It's all for her to carry. Bag she deserved to carry. I hate that hoe. I make it so hard just to talk, don't I?" On the same album, he linked up with Rick Ross for the track Lord Knows and rapped, "It's your worst nightmare. It's my first night here. And this girl right here, who knows what she knows? So I'm going through her phone if she goes to the bathroom. And her purse right there, I don't trust these hoes at all." He's always been toxic and known for dating basically every woman in the industry. But Drake definitely turns it up when he dropped his Certified Lover Boy album a couple years ago. The album is full of some of his most toxic lyrics yet, like on the No Friends in the Industry when he said, "And you love that hoe, but me, I put her on her back." And on Poppy's Home with the line, "I remember that I told you I miss you. That was kind of like a mass text. I remember that I told you I loved you. That was really in the past tense. I remember that I told you I get you. Truth is that I get around." Drake is big enough that he'll have fans no matter how toxic he gets. But this next artist destroyed his own career after going on a crazy toxic rant. For a little while, DaBaby was one of the hottest rappers in the game. He's on 2 tracks that have over 1 billion streams on Spotify, and he was rocking sets at all the biggest festivals in the world. But in 2021, he took the stage at Rolling Loud Miami and killed his career. In the middle of the show, DaBaby made some wild comments like,
"You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone like that. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real."
The backlash hit DaBaby's career immediately. Lollapalooza, Governor's Ball, Austin City Limits, and other festivals all dropped him from their lineups, and the brand Boohoo Man canceled his sponsorship. It's been 2 years since it went down, but DaBaby's career never recovered. He even dropped a collab tape with NBA YoungBoy, but even that couldn't put him back in the spotlight. Besides the Rolling Loud situation, his ex Danny Lay aired him out for being toxic in their relationship too. DaBaby clapped back and said that she was stalking his baby mama.
I feel like you should tell them folks the real reason why I put you out is because you was stalking my other baby mama, and that shit was affecting, my relationship with my princess, my big girl.
But by that point, nobody was taking his side. Plus, it doesn't help that he went viral for fighting her brother in a bowling alley back in 2022. If DaBaby just performed his set and dipped at Rolling Loud, he'd probably still be on top of the game right now. But instead, he fumbled the bag and lost it all because he couldn't stop being toxic.